if you guys had these paranormal experiences like every other people have, did you hear them or did you experience them? And so, when people tell you places are haunted, the first reaction your body is going to give off is, I'm scared, I'm getting chills. Just like I'm Witchies, welcome to the Witch Dark Tales podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Megan.
And Miguel.
And on tonight's podcast, we will be going to a couple haunted places. Right now, we are at Tulare, California, where the urban legend says that Bardsley Road was haunted by motorcyclists. And we will be reading a little story for you guys before we head that way. Now, before we get into the podcast, views discretion and audio discretion is advised. Everything we talk about is just pure speculation. We do not claim that this place is haunted. But with that being said, let's get straight into the podcast.
Yeah.
So in Tulare, California, there was supposedly a haunted road known as Bardsley Road, that there was a guy who rides a motorcycle and he haunts the location.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, we're going to read about it. It says right here, the legend of Bardsley Road. The haunting traces back to a story fabricated by two high school students in 1940 that eventually grew into a widespread town legend. The Phantom. The ghost is described as a headless figure riding a snow-white Honda motorcycle. The Curse. Legend says that anyone who encounters the Phantom will suffer a severe accident. Reported encounters. One notable story involves a man whose car swerved into a house while driving towards Bardsley Road. Although his body bore no physical marks or injuries, he was found dead inside the vehicle, leading locals to claim he had been scared to death. Cultural impact. The legend became so famous it inspired a song titled Ghosts of Bardsley Road by Dane Sturgeon.
Wow.
So, what do you think is going to happen when we get there?
I don't know. I mean, it's a little busy right now, but...
But you think, even though it's busy, you think the motorcycle ghost will pop up?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, let's go see, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Oh, no. Wait for the light.
Well, so what do you think is going to happen, to be honest?
Maybe we'll see something.
Now, I've heard about scary stories of like haunted places with other ghosts and stuff, but I never heard about a motorcycle guy. I've heard about the motorcycle cop, remember?
Yeah,
the
we have one over there by Table Mountain.
Right, correct. Wow, it's super busy.
And it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
True. No, we've heard about the urban legend of the motorcycle cop. But a motorcyclist, someone who was riding a motorcycle and he passed away. Now, the story said that it was fabricated, but it turned into a real haunted urban legend. So people have claimed to seen him. I've also heard that people have seen him in Exeter, California, and that's not that far from Tulare County.
It's not?
No. It's in Tulare County. It's in the same county.
Oh.
I hear a motorcycle! Dude, I hear a motorcycle! Is this it?
Yeah, it's around this area.
So this is where they said people have seen him here on this road. Now, do you think back then it was more like a dirt, because there's houses and like gated communities? So this is where they've seen him. Why is that guy running? Don't scare us, sir. Do you see anything or feel anything?
No.
We're going to talk about our experience. What did you think? How do you feel?
I just think it's interesting because supposedly where it happened, it's pretty empty. It's so dark too.
So this urban legend says that it was Bardsley Road. Now, I think back then it was nothing but dirt. And so right now it's so live. There's houses and complexes in the suburbs in the whole neighborhood. And so it's so busy that maybe we are not able to catch anything. And I don't feel anything.
No, it might have to be a midnight thing or something.
Maybe it's at midnight. So if you're from Tulare and you've heard about the urban legend of Bardsley Road, drop down a comment and let us know. Do you believe that this road is haunted? And also, I just want to say, did we come at the wrong time? Because it is 8:47. Do you guys know when the Bardsley Road haunted motorcyclists come out? Like, what time does it come out? When do people see him? We've never heard about this because we're from Fresno. We've never heard about this urban legend.
Could be during the witching hour, what do you call it?
Maybe. If you're from Tulare, listen to this. This is the second segment. We're actually here at the park, Riverwalk in Bakersfield, California, where it was said to also be haunted. I'm not from Bakersfield, so I've never heard about these urban legends. And when I was reading the comments, thank you guys for dropping those comments, by the way. There are so many haunted places in Bakersfield. Just like Fresno, we have so many haunted locations. But Bakersfield has not only haunted library, Walmart, but also a park. Now, I just want to know, if you guys had these paranormal experiences, like every other people have, did you hear them or did you experience them? And so, when people tell you places are haunted, the first reaction your body is going to give off is, I'm scared, I'm getting chills. Just like at a bonfire, when you are telling haunted stories and scary stories, you're gonna get scared. Now, I posted the video on TikTok and other social medias, and the comments came in. One comment wrote, "The River Walk has had record sightings of black shadow hand and very, very interesting phenomenon. Don't go by the water. I'm by the water. Don't go by the water on dark nights. It's the local rule unless obnoxiously nice." You guys, I'm by the dark water and I'm kind of scared. I don't know if it's haunted. Look, you guys, when we hear about haunted places, we are not from this town, so we want to know more about what's going on. And when the locals tell us that these haunted places exist, I really want to know if it is haunted. Being a paranormal podcaster, we hear about so many haunted places. And when you go to these locations, again, I might not have any experience, but the locals do. And so I'm just going to put my faith in their words. On this third segment, we are here at the Padre Hotel, where it was said to be haunted in Bakersfield, California. Well, Miguel's going to be reading a little research that we found, and then so will I, and then we will show you images and scenes of the Padre Hotel. Obviously, we can't go in there, but we are still going to do the best we can.
So the Padre's Hotel grand opening was on April 12, 1928, named after Padre Francisco Garces. The Padre Hotel in Bakersfield is widely considered to be haunted, with reports of paranormal activities throughout the building. These more frequently reported areas for haunting in the 7th floor, and specific stories mention paranormal experiences in room 704, such as showers turning on by themselves and guests walking out with scratches. Other alleged activity include door opening and closing, strange sounds, and the appearance of a ghost hand in downstairs pharmacy.
Within the 7th floor, this floor is often cited as the most active. Stories from the 2008 renovation describe workers being touched and pushed, and the floor is associated with a devastating fire in the 1950s that reportedly killed many, including children. Room 704, guests have reported showers or bathtubs turning on by themselves and waking up with scratches on their bodies. Other areas, downstairs pharmacy, a ghost hand is said to repeatedly appear on the wall even after it has been torn down. Within the basement, this area is also considered a site of paranormal occurrences within the general activity. Other reports include doors opening and closing on their own and strange sounds. Now, right here, it also states paranormal investigation. A local paranormal investigator documented events like a music box activating, a motion sensor device sounding off, and a demonic hissing sound. And also, there has been psychic visits, including Teresa Caputo.
Wow, that actually is haunted then.
I wish we can go in there. You know, speaking of hotels, we also have a hotel in Fresno called the Californian Hotel, where it used to be a hotel. And I've heard that also it used to be a senior citizen home. Now, reports have stated that even within the basement, which is wild because, off topic, I've always wondered why basements are always considered haunted, right? And then I started thinking, the reason why I think this, my personal opinion, I think the reason why basements are haunted is basically like the heart of the house or the bottom of the house. And so everything on top of the basement, which is, you know, the top floors, are above it. And so what if the spirits are just like, oh, they're all up there. I'm gonna be all down here. So y'all leave me alone. I'm gonna stay down here by myself. Well, I'm speaking the ghost wise, you know? So what about you?
Yeah. I mean, my thought was maybe it could be like a religion thing, you know, like, you know, up there is heaven, down there's
Hell.
hell.
Okay, actually, yeah, that sounds kind of
Yeah,
like,
so, you know, when paranormal activity being in the basement is because it's closer to down there. And, you know, instead of being up there where, you know, it's a little more lighter, I guess.
no. That totally makes sense. That totally makes sense. Before we end the podcast, we're gonna speak about our personal experience. I didn't see nothing really at the Tulare Bardsley Road about the ghosts, but then people were leaving comments and saying that you had to go at 1 a.m. or after 12, like you said, the witching hour.
No, you know, yeah.
And then for the park at River Park, it was peaceful.
It was peaceful also, maybe because there was a lot of people, so
True.
even supposedly it was closed. There's still a lot
Right.
of people.
It said it was going to be closed, but then it was still open. And then also one thing too, remember when I was reading the comment, he said that you can't go next to the water because it's going to attack you. Nothing happened. Again, people probably got attacked. Maybe because we didn't really pay attention and we're not from here. So maybe that's why the ghost didn't really bother us. And then speaking for the Padre Hotel, I didn't really see nothing. It was just a lot of people just eating in the dining. I thought, okay, so off topic. When it said pharmacy, I thought it was gonna be like a pharmacy, like medicine. It was a place to eat. It looked like a place where you eat at like a restaurant.
Yeah.
And it just sucks that we can't go upstairs to the summer floor. We tried to book the hotel. How much was it?
Like $300 for the night.
For the night. Mind you, we left at 7. We got here by 9. And we were doing other stuff too. So even if we were going to get the hotel, it's already late. Right now it is 11:13. So we were just going to waste money anyways.
Yeah.
Now, for your experience.
Yeah, I agree with you with the other two. Tulare, you know, there wasn't really much. Man, the same with the park. But I want to say it's probably because, you know, we still, it might be nighttime, but it's still early in the day.
Correct.
And if anything were to happen, it would have to be after midnight.
True. Which we're not going to stay after midnight. And
because Padre Hotel, the same thing. You know, right now there's a lot of people out because it's Saturday night.
Right. Again, we are not from here. We don't know that these urban legends or haunted places are true. But that's why we started this podcast. We want to hear people's stories and what they experience, you know? And that's why you guys are here with us, watching us, because we are sharing their stories with y'all as well. Well, thank you guys for listening and thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you on Monday for audio and Sunday on YouTube. But blessed be everyone. Please stay safe out there. If you have any scary stories, haunted places, or anything that is paranormal, everything we talk about within as well, our email will be in the description box below. But blessed be, happy hauntings. Bye.
Bye.
Why is that light flickering?
I don't know.